mean, this movie's amazing, but one of my favorite things about watching this film is that absolute very end in the credits, getting to watch you land that triple axel. And as an athlete, I'm sure you guys have worked out before, that is, without a doubt, one of the most insane athletic moves in the world. I mean, what does that feel like when that skate hits the ice and you've done it?
Like 320 pounds of pressure on one foot, and everything in your body goes, oh, and then you go, yes.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you guys again so much for coming to this. This is really truly a pleasure for me to be able to meet and talk to each and every one of you like this. I know it's not one-on-one personal, but it is this way for me. You guys have all brought me back into your hearts, and I truly am overwhelmed by that. This movie has truly brought my life back to where it was before. I walked with my head held down to the ground for so many years, 20 plus years, because I felt so ashamed because of all the people that would come up and truly be mean and rude and not understand. When this movie came out, I'm gonna cry. Does anybody have a tissue? I always cry. Okay, I'm a crier, I'm sorry. I mean, these types of things, when you guys brought me back into your hearts, when I did Dancing with the Stars, this made me just feel truly, thank you so much, amazing and real again. I didn't feel like someone had to walk around and say, yeah, okay, yeah, I was a great skater once. I mean, it reminds me of like Notting Hill when Julia Roberts says, you know what? I was once noted as somebody who was pretty and once a really great athlete, you know, or a great, person.
Everything.
Who's in the movies, you know, actor, actress. And so, you know, it has just truly been amazing for me to be able to come out and meet people, and people get to see me for who I am. Because everything I've ever done in my life has always been black and white. I was always told, take off all that blue fingernail polish. So, okay, well, I love blue and I love purple, so I went with periwinkle. I just had to.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say that it's truly an amazing feeling when the truth does come out. Woo! People say, patience.
Tonya! No, just
Patience. Hi, Tonya. Patience is a virtue. And it truly is a virtue when the truth comes out. Because it may not be next week, it may not be next year. But after 23, 24 odd years, however long it's been, the truth's finally come out, and people know, and my son will grow up knowing that his mommy's not a cheater.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Well, and my husband, of course. He's always had faith in me, because his mom had faith in me. But I just am so thrilled to be here. Oh my God, I can see you, Gal. Well, wait, turn the lights up, I can see you.
Scream for a minute.
Go ahead.
I love that we've been talking for a few days now, and truly you have this amazing essence about you, and getting to meet you and talk to you is, you've said everything. I mean, it's so crazy what's gone on, but you know, I want to go back to that time of, you get a phone call that is, hey, we want to tell your story, and hey, Margot Robbie really likes this, and she wants to play you, which is also a crazy thing to happen.
Well, let me rephrase all of that. First of all, we got a call. Linda Lewis and Greg Lewis, who are my godparents, and they are also my publicists, who are also right here in the audience with me tonight. They live here right outside of Boston. Thank you so much for being here, Mommy, Daddy. Love you. She got the call from Stephen Rogers, who wrote this film, who was a screenwriter, and said, we want to do a movie about Tonya. And she called me and let me know what was going on. And I go, well, I have nothing to lose. I mean, the only thing that's been out there is crap that other people that think that they know me want to write about. So when Stephen Rogers came, and I sat down with him 5 different times for about 2 to 3 hours each time, he met my family, my son, and he went and met with the other people involved in this thing. But I was the first one. I was the first one who told the story. And this is what came out. The truth.
Yes. Amazing. No, it is. It took so long to finally get somebody to come around and tell it the right way, you know, the way you wanted
Margot,
to.
I mean, holy crap. I'm going, but she's young and beautiful. I'm old and wrinkly like luggage.
So, and what happens when you find out, oh, Allison Janney, the most just hilariously sweetest person, is going to play my mother, who
oh my God,
you had a sort of
Allison.
knife incident with, a couple things don't add up, you know.
I know, she's so beautiful. I see her on Instagram all because I'm now on Instagram. I don't know how to use it very well, but I try.
You can follow her at the real Tonya Harding. We're working on it. Take care of it.
Yeah, like we're all working on our weight. Not while you have a drink while we watch a movie. Because I did that outside. Allison Janney, I mean, I saw, the very first time I saw the movie, Brian Nicholas, the producer of the movie, brought this big thing to a theater like this, but with just a few tables. And I'm like going, yeah, if you want to watch this with me, you got another thing coming. I let him sit down there. And he watched it with us, and it was this big thing, and I sat there, and I had no idea what to expect. I did not have anything to do with the movie. I gave my interviews, and that was it. So I was like, okay, I'm ready. I freaking laughed my ass off. Wished I could have done some things in that movie that I couldn't, or didn't, or wouldn't. And then I got really pissed. And then I cried. And I wanted people to see the movie, because if you walk out of the movie feeling like I did, then it's a success.
So one of those things you mentioned as that you didn't exactly do, what were some of those things you didn't exactly do in the movie?
Okay.
That you wish you
out
did.
there? Okay. Anybody out there that works for somebody and didn't want to tell them to suck your dick? I'm saving that for a really good time. Because thank you, Demi Moore. I didn't get a chance to do that. I got to say to a judge, well, if you can pay for a costume to be made for me that's $5,000, then I won't wear the costume that I just made for myself in this bright pink that I really enjoyed. And it took me, 2.5, 3 weeks to make. But when you pay for your ice time, you pay for your coaches, and plus your insurance for your car and your rent. I mean, you guys know how it works. There's just not enough to go around, okay? Unless you're a football player. But yes, my son wants to be a football player. He wants to be a Seahawk. Of course, he loves baseball too, and he said, he wants to be a Seahawk. I said, but honey, that's the Mariners. He goes, but they can be called Seahawks. So anyway, it's just truly an amazing journey that I have been on for this last year. I mean, it's amazing.
So, one of my favorite questions, don't you cry on me. I know, we've been talking about it all day.
I know. It's not me, it's the sweat.
Yes, that's true. It's just hot. So off of that, yes, we got to see you in Dancing with the Stars, and
Truly
do
amazing.
Yes. So one of my questions, and I think this was asked a couple times by audience members too, was favorite song to skate to, favorite song to dance to, because they're different things. We were talking about it earlier with the skating, you get to move on the ice, and the dancing you don't. So what's your favorite song for each?
When I did Dancing with the Stars, when I got that call, I freaking cried. Just like us. I cried. I could not believe it, because I always thought that would be so awesome to be on that show. And I thought that I could do it. And yeah, I could do it, but my skating hindered me. Because skating, you're gliding, you go to that point, and that's all the further you can go. So I was doing that on the dance floor. And Sasha says, that ain't gonna work. You're gonna flow like the ocean. I'm like, okay. So I mean, it was really hard, but it was the most rewarding thing that I have done forever. The best things in my whole entire life, for me, just me, not my husband, not my son, was my triple axel, obviously. Yeah. But the one thing that's the most important thing to me in my whole entire world is my son and my husband. They truly were given to me as a gift from God, or from whomever is up there, guiding me to you.
And I want to actually, because I love that this is a happy ending story on this, you and Joe met karaokeing, and you actually proposed. Like, I mean, she's kind of a badass, you guys. Like, what was the karaoke song? Yeah.
Sasha says, no, don't lead. I go, but I always lead. I did. I was working for World's Dumbest, and I had gone down to LA for the day to work, and I was meeting my friends for karaoke at our local club. Well, little remote bar and grill. And my husband was there, and I was like, oh my God, he's singing Great Balls of Fire. His eyes are awesome. He's got a nice ass. Are you single? I mean, I had 3 questions, right? Are you single? You married? You got a job? That should have been number 1 on the list, but you know, I'm morally correct. And then, what do you drive? Do you like camo? Because if you don't, I'll definitely make you like camo. Because I love camo.
No, I think it's lovely. I think it's amazing. We do have a couple of audience questions.
We do.
Katie over here has some of our select cards that we went through with Tonya and pulled.
Well, I think I answered quite a bit of them.
Yeah, we did. We might be able to flip through some.
Let's see. Well, the 5 things that were, are the
5%. That was asked a lot.
Well, let's see. I never got to shoot a shotgun at Jeff. Damn it. Let's see. My mother never actually smoked on the ice, but however, she did smoke wherever she wanted to and called everybody every name in the book, which was truly, disastrous. One of the things, though, that I have to bring up really quick that I didn't know. See, when my mother dragged my butt into the bathroom and beat me with a hairbrush, I didn't know that one of the other skaters had come and saw it actually happen, which was Sandra Luca. Now, Sandra Luca is the one who made the documentary about me so she could get into Yale. And it was only supposed to be used for her to get into Yale. But I was 15. And so over this time, once this I, Tonya movie came out and she resurfaced herself, I'm really glad because it proves what I was going through when I was 15 compared to now. And so it again proves the truth.
And not to bring up a bad point, but the knife incident.
It's true. Yes. Yeah, a steak knife. One of the that you get in the block and it's never sharp and the end's always busted a half off because they suck. Yeah, that is true. Let's see. Yes, my mother did indeed walk around with a fake fur coat at 70 degrees weather with bird shit on her. Like all the
And the
time.
bird.
And the bird. And with curlers. And I'm in freaking high school. And she has to pick me up. Do you think I had friends? Yeah, at the ice rink was my friend.
Yeah.
And my daddy. Okay. Not to be down on the movie about one thing, but I was 15 when my father had to leave. I was not 11. He did have to leave for work, which was okay. I was old enough to understand. My mother and my father didn't love each other anymore. My dad stayed with my mother for me, knowing that he wanted two parents to raise me. He tried stepping in a lot of times, and he'd get hit himself. And then he'd pull me out of the house, and we'd leave. But my daddy never left my side. My dad was my best friend until the day he died. And the day he died was on April Fool's Day, the day that I found out that I was going to be on Oprah. And I beat up, Tom Selleck. I was like going, so I get to be on your show? Yay! Oh my God, your dad's dead. I'm going, okay, so how do you handle something like that? The same thing happened with a lot of these things. You guys, there was someone who asked a question. When things happen to me, how do I handle them, and how do I go about going on? Because life's precious. A lot of people don't know, that it came down to a point that I didn't want to be here anymore. And I tried to take my own life. And I ended up on the other side of the road in my Corvette, facing home. And right then and there, I knew I was here for a reason. And I've had people that have actually written to me and said, my daughter wants to commit suicide. But she saw a special on you, and she said, you know what, Mom? If she can do it, so can I. She is here. She is alive today and graduated from high school.
Woo! So lovely. No, you cannot watch this movie and then spend any time with you and not just think, holy crap, that is one bag of tricks after another.
That's not the word that people are thinking.
Well, no, that's true. That's true. I do host kids shows sometimes. I got to filter auto. Yeah.
I have a son.
That's true. That's true. You do have a son.
But there's no children in here, right?
I don't think so.
Under 18?
Okay, we're
under 12, all right?
Katie, do we have any other good questions over there?
Yes. Okay, so the first question from the audience was, what was your favorite song to skate to, and was it mostly rock and roll?
I just wanted to skate to something that I could get into, and the audience can get into, because by the time you get through 3.5 minutes, you're going, holy man, I just don't want to do it anymore. And don't get me wrong, I love the music of Moon River. But I freaking hate it to skate to, because you're like, la, 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 I'm going, oh. So, yeah.
So when you skate now, because you still skate.
Well, Wild Thing. My answer is Wild Thing by Tonya. I got to the boat. I did that one for exhibition.
What else do we got, Katie?
What was your favorite costume that you made yourself?
I made a white costume that had a V-neck with iridescent, and it had like fluffy sleeves and fluffy skirt. I made that.
Yeah. What was your favorite one of all of them?
1991 Skate America long program, white with gold. I designed that. I also designed most of all my costumes, except for the ones that my mother made me wear. Oh my God. And my mother, even when I was young, made me wear my hair in the braids with the tiara and my costume to school for skating pictures. Yeah, no, to school. For skating pictures. Yeah, I thought I would intertwine that just a little bit more. Yeah, and it was mustard colored, okay? Right.
There's some other good ones?
Okay, so since you left ice skating, what have you primarily occupied your life with?
Hunting, fishing, 4-wheel drives, my husband, and my son.
Yes. Swimming.
Swimming.
Yeah.
I really love landscaping. I like anything to do that is outside. I like tractors, I like trucks, and I like beer.
Works for us. Yeah.
And belt buckles.
I'm sorry, do you live in Texas or Washington? I'm just so confused because it just seems so similar.
You know, the only thing between the two is that, you know, it's hotter here, you don't have big trees, and you don't have a lot of foliage. And you can have lots more deers to go in your freezer than you can in Washington.
That's true. Very true. Do we have another one?
Yes. In the film, you mentioned the public and media to be your attackers. Do you think the film helped or hurt this idea?
Well, whoever asked that question should know the answer by now at the end of the film, because the answer is absolutely. This movie has truly helped because it shows the truth. And now I get to come and meet all of you, and you get to see me, and oh, that's right, I'm still wearing black and I am white. Damn it. Oh, wait, I got purple. Purple shoes. So I had to add some color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
She said they're so cute.
Oh, thank you. Payless Shoe Store. Walmart. Anything that's cheap and good is great for me. And I don't have to go into a mall and wait for everybody in parking.
Got another one?
Yeah. How do you think figure skating has evolved, if at all?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Now they can dance to whatever they want.
Wow, yeah, you can skate to anything you want, and it is now a point system. So before, it was up to the judges to decide whether or not you're good enough or not, and if they liked you or not, if you had money, if you didn't. And I don't like that bow, you know, in your hair. It was all up to them. Nowadays, you're on a point system. At least I think so. You're on a point system where if you do it okay, you get a 1. If you do it okay, you get a 2. If you do it great, you get a 3.
Just a little different.
I would have loved to skate now. Oh, that was one of the questions. Somebody's asked if I still skate, and I love to skate. I love to skate just for me. And I can do doubles, but
Yes, you can.
I want to do triples. Okay, but health insurance is pretty expensive. And I'd rather have that for my son than for me, because I'm smart enough to know not to jump out of a tree.
I feel like we should tell you how your son is 7. I feel like we never covered that earlier. He's a 7-year-old. He's about to start school again.
He just turned 7 in February. And
I just didn't want anyone here being like, what is he, like 23, 27? Trees? Yeah, he's 7.
Yeah, I'm a late mommy. And thank goodness, I am so glad, because my husband and I had both been married before, and we both knew what we wanted. And I wasn't supposed to have children. I was told that I would never have any children because of all of the medications and all the accidents that I've had on the ice. I've broken my tailbone 5 times. Yeah, it hurts. Every day, if you see me going, yeah.
But she found out on Dancing with the Stars that she does the cha-cha. She can pop her hips.
I can.
I know.
I can put this microphone on my head and pop it right now.
We might be good on that, but I think that was hilarious that she was like, oh, I found a new way to, cha-cha.
Hey, pop. Yes. Where were we?
Where were we?
Next question.
No, I don't think I answered the whole question. There was a question in that.
We were talking about your son being 7. And you being a late mommy. And you and your son, you and your husband knew what you wanted. There you go. There we go. Yeah.
Thank you. It was the orange juice at the break time. I swear it was spiked on purpose. And it wasn't me. No. Anyway, someone had asked a question that, do I ever take responsibility for my actions, or do I ever just, walk the other way? I've apologized at least 100 times for knowing the people that were around me, for being involved with the people who are around me. But what people don't seem to understand is that once you apologize, it should be done. It should be over. You shouldn't have to do it over and over and over again. And you shouldn't profit off of a bad situation, which I never did. Never did.
Yeah. All right, Katie, another one?
Yeah, okay, so earlier you briefly mentioned that your life has changed since the film, but can you give a more in-depth answer of how exactly it has changed since the movie's come out?
Happy? Dancing with the Stars? Something I can't tell you about because it's not going to come out until the spring, but it's really cool. You'll hear about it when it is coming out. It was really neat. Totally surprising, but really neat. And you folks, I mean, I get to meet all these new people all the time and hold my head up high and walk around and go, yeah, I am her. I am Tonya. Instead of going, no, I look like her. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Okay, last question, because I love this one. It's from Bert. Is Bert in here? So Bert wants to know, Tonya, will you autograph my girlfriend's figure skates, please? I have them with me. We love the movie so much.
Absolutely. If somebody has something for me to sign, as long as it's in good taste. Because let me tell you, I doubt your wallet is big enough for me to autograph anything else that may not be in such a good taste. But if you have a wallet big enough, we might talk. Because my publicist is right there.
So we'll go outside. We've got the 7 and repeat set up. We'll take some pictures, and you'll make the calls on whatever. But we got a lot of people in here. So
I know.
Crazy.
You know what? Come see me. Come say hi. And thank you guys so much again. And thank you for putting me in your hearts one more time.